Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the family work. So, I decided to make this a second video, that way it'll hopefully be a lot shorter. Earlier today, I showed you how to make a very cost effective, cheap, and easy to make pizza crust dough. And this is what I normally do. This is our half dose recipe, and this is the full recipe. This will make us three 10-inch pizzas or four 8-inch pizzas. And this should do between 6 to 8, depending on what we're doing. Um, it's really forgiving. What I'm going to show you next, there's tons of videos that show you how to make a dough ball. I'm sure people can do it a lot better than me. I'm still learning myself, but I try not to overthink it. It is, you'll see when I open this up, it will shrink down a little bit once I let some air in there. But it has doubled in size, and actually, you need to do this usually about 2 hours on a warm day. It's winter here, and there's still some snow outside, so it's been a good about 4 hours, I believe, 3 or 4 hours. But again, it's very forgiving. You could probably let it sit all day. I haven't had a bad experience yet of letting it rise too much. It will be pretty sticky to the touch. So I just put some extra flour on my hands. And then it still needs to rise some more. And when it rises, after you make the dough ball, you don't want them to touch each other or it'll make it very difficult to work with. So I use these, again, another Sam's Club find, and they work great. I put a little flour in it on the bottom. It just helps to keep it from sticking. And then I'm actually going to reuse these as we do it. So just they actually, I think it was like suggested 165 grams as far as how much to make into a ball. But I did that once, and I've never done it since. I just kind of maybe grab like a third of this, so I can get relatively three um, dough balls. And because part of this is still a little sticky, that's why I kind of put a little flour on here. You'll just be able to feel it. And what you want to do is put your fingers in, squeezing, and then kind of working it out like that, like pushing it back in. And again, this is not a video to show you like, hey, this is the best correct way to do this. This is just a simple way that we do this. I try to make it as easy and painless as possible. And you're pushing all that inside there. And then once you feel like it's kind of smooth, it's not really attacking anymore, turn it over, and then you kind of squeeze all that together and then give it a good twist. And I'm sure there are a bunch of chefs out there that tell you what the purpose of all that is. I don't know. That's actually a little bigger, I think, than normal, but it is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and do here 3 more. Excuse me, I'm going to do 2 more out of this batch. I just discovered I'd rather have a little larger one now. Our pizza oven I think it can hold a 12-inch, but these are never perfect circles. They're kind of oblong. So I try not to make them bigger than 10-inch. But I've learned I'd rather have leftovers from a 10-inch pizza than an 8-inch because you got a lot of crust. And in our family, even though I love the crust, the kids don't always eat the crust. So by having 4 pizzas, there's more waste. This smells so good every time I do this part. My wife can smell it clear across the house. It's one of her favorite things. The smell of fresh bread. Alright, I'm going to reuse this one. Even though I could practically, you know what? I might stick... Yeah, I was going to say, I probably put 2 in there. So normally, when we're only doing 3, it's just super easy. I just use these 3. And then these stack on top of each other. And then again, because we're indoors today, I just put it in a high spot here in the kitchen near a vent. And that will... I don't know if it'll quite double in size again, but you want to let that sit for at least 30-45 minutes. I'm probably honestly going to leave it for an hour or 2. And that's it. That's making your dough ball. So again, I spent maybe 5 minutes mixing it all together, plus, well, of course, 10 in the mixer. And then just a good 2 or 3 minutes making those. And we're getting closer. I'm getting hungry. So I'll do one more video here when we actually make the crust. And we realized we did not have any sauce. I thought we still had leftover sauce frozen. So we actually, my wife is at the grocery store getting some tomato sauce. Or not tomato sauce, tomatoes. And then we are going to make the sauce. So I will do another video here and show you how we do our pizza sauce. We haven't got too adventurous yet. I've seen recipes all over the place for both the dough and the sauce, but we like it. And it's kind of one of those things like, if it's not broke, why try to fix it? So this is what we've done every week for the last couple months, and we've stuck with it. Maybe this year we'll get a little more adventurous. But all right, so that's enough for now. Thanks for watching.